Hey, good morning. Good morning. Jesus is Lord. I am so thankful that Jesus is Lord, and I'm not depending on this government, even though it's great to live here in this wonderful country. But Jesus is my Lord. I say that Jesus is Lord over the United States of America, over this upcoming election, and I say the word works, and it's working for me, and it's working for you. Pastor Frank, I need more faith. No, you don't. You got all you're going to get. I told you yesterday I got three great grandchildren. One's about four, I guess, now, and the other one's 3 weeks and the other one's 9 months. They can't do what I can do, but they got the same muscles that I got. They were born with them, but they have to grow and they have to exercise and make them strong. The disciples came to the Lord in Luke 17, verse 5, and said, Lord, increase our faith. See, they were seeing the things that God did. They said, Lord, give us more faith. We need some of that kind of faith. And I had a young lady, Annette, she wrote me and she said, I'm trying my best to have big faith, strong faith. No, you got it, but what you got to do is exercise it so that it can grow. Now, I weigh 200 pounds, a little more. I'm working on it to get back to 200 pounds. And when I was born, I think I weighed around 8 pounds, but the muscles were all there. But I had to feed myself. My mom and dad fed me. I began to feed myself when I was about a year old. Been feeding myself ever since. Truth is, been feeding myself a little bit too much, you know what I'm saying. But I grew up. I'm strong. I can do about what I want to. I get my son-in-law, big old boy, Abraham, he's huge. I get him to come over. The two of us can move about anything. My grandson-in-law, big old strong guys. Well, them little baby girls, they can't do all that, but they have the same amount of muscles that we do, but they got to grow up. So, hey, I'm going to be blunt. Grow up. Quit complaining and griping and saying, I can't do that, dear God. I mean, the Lord forgot me. No, he didn't. You just didn't get your faith out and use it. So Jesus said when the disciples said, Lord, give us more faith, his answer was, you got it. Watch this. He said if you had faith as a grain of mustard seed. Excuse me. Didn't say you had to have didn't say you had to have a whole bunch. He said if you had a faith as a grain of mustard seed, you just simply say to this sycamore tree, be plucked up by the root, and it would obey you. It there is your faith. It will obey you. Oh, I just feel bad. That's going to obey you. By the way, while I'm on that, I'm healed by the stripes of Jesus. Doesn't move. I'm not moved by the cough. I'm not moved by the way I look. I'm healed. And so healing has to come, and the sickness has got to flee. See, another teaching altogether, Jesus rebuked the wind before he called for peace. I rebuke any kind of symptom or disease or anything that's trying to be on my body and command it to get off of me because I'm healed by the stripes of Jesus. I've got the gift of faith, which is a grain of mustard seed size, and my faith has got to obey me and my body's got to line up with the word. If you had faith as a grain of mustard seed, indicating that you do. Romans 12:3, God hath dealt to every man that is in the church the gift of faith. God gave it to you, so you got it, but you need to use it. Now watch this. You would say unto this sycamore tree, be thou plucked up by the root. In other words, the whole thing get out of there, be planted into the sea. In other words, you're never going to see it again, and it would obey you. Somebody said, well, that means the tree going to obey me? No. My faith is going to obey me when I say it, and then my faith, which is my servant, is going to go do whatever I tell it to do. Money cometh. Watch this. Money cometh. I'm calling money. You go outside, your dog's not there. You don't, oh, dear Lord, the dog's gone. No, you go out there, you want to feed him, you want to pet him or whatever. You go, come here, dog. Come on, dog, come on. Come, dog, come. You call the dog. Well, I call money. Come on, money. Money cometh. Well, Pat and I've had some tremendous miracles in the last, since January the 11th when I wrote out my vision and the Lord began to show me that this is the year that suddenly things are going to come to pass. And something that we've been believing God for about 15 years has just recently, yesterday as a matter of fact, come to pass. God's doing some great things in my life, and a lot of them are suddenly. I mean some things, I was believing God for a healing in my body, and I'd been believing God for it for years. Well, all at once, bang, there it came. Just 2 days. 2 days after I wrote it on my vision, it shows up, and God's good. But you're going to have to take that gift of faith, that mustard seed size of faith, and release it by speaking to the mountain of debt maybe, or speaking to the tree that's in the way, the tree of sickness, disease, maybe it's in the way, speak to that thing. You're going to have to release that faith by saying. That's the only way you can do it. Now, I'm presently losing weight, and I'm presently trying to get my body in better shape. Well, I'm thinking about going up to one of these health places, whatever they call them up there, and working out a little bit, because I know that for my muscles to grow, I've got to put pressure on them. I've got to work out. I've got to push weights, so to speak, or I've got to walk a mile a day, or do squats and sit-ups and all that kind of stuff. And I don't want to do it. No, I just like to sit here and pray, say, well, oh, Lord, just make me strong. No, you got to put some pressure, some weight, some things on it. Well, faith's like that. You got the gift of faith, but it's got to have some pressure on it. You got to work it. And that is the only way you're going to get it, and that's by saying. New tires come to me if you need tires on your car. Speak to it. And I don't know how I'm going to get them, but I'm going to call them. See, what I'm saying is you have the gift, but you're going to have to use the gift by saying, put the right kind of pressure on it by saying, and then the things that you're saying, that tree will have to obey your faith, and you'll get whatever it is, what things soever you desire when you pray. Believe that you receive them, and them things that you believe you receive and speak to are the things you're going to have. Well, faith's not hard. It's easy. It's just a little different. Somebody said, well, it's hard to live by faith. No, it's not hard at all. This is the most fun life there is. I'm having time of my life. I mean, I've been living this way for 40 years. I'm having the time of my life speaking of things. They come to pass. But it's different. You got to control your mind. You got to control your tongue. You got to plant the seed of the Word of God. Hey, I got to go. Hey, saints, have a great day. Use your faith. Plant your seed. It'll work. So until I'm with you tomorrow, remember all day, hey, Jesus is Lord. And as always, thank God the Word works.